from a pop-up. You can use this for offer pop-ups. You can even use it for success pop-ups after a form if a client doesn't have a thank you page. There are a lot of different ways you can do this. For this example, this is a site that was a demo site built on Elementor. I get a lot of clients that usually use this as when we do web design. It's our lower cost option to use a page builder. But you actually have a couple different options, especially through Elementor. You have a few more, and they even provide you some JavaScript you can put on the back end to fire, on an open, close, or a click through on one of those pop-up windows. We're going to be doing this assuming that you don't have back-end access to the site. This is a quick way to get the data that you need. So you're gonna first find the pop-up. As soon as it pops up, you're going to right-click and inspect. Sometimes if you've never used this before, it'll show up on the right-hand side instead, but it's all the same. And you're going to move the mouse up until you find this class right here. You're going to see it's the first mentioned dialog box, and you'll know it's right because it'll select the whole screen. So we're actually going to need this ID for that. So if you double click it, right click and copy. Now you head over to Google Tag Manager. You're going to go to triggers and you are going to create a new one. You're going to go to element visibility. You're going to leave this as ID and you're going to paste that ID into here. You can leave this all the same here. This is the only additional option that you should check. And then I'm just going to go ahead and actually just paste what the ID is here as well. So I'm going to save that. And now that I have that done, I can go in and I can create the tag. So if you've never created a tag before, you just go into Universal Analytics. You're going to select event. You can name it whatever you want. And here, I'm just going to name this pop-up view. And then you select the UAID that you're associating it with. And then the trigger is going to be here. So now that that's done, you can label your tag, whatever you're going to want to do it, pop-up view. Go. And you're going to go ahead and hit save. Submit. Okay. And now what we can do is we can go in and just preview that it's working how we want. So we will go into here. I'm going to actually copy the exact URL that we're using. Head back over here. Okay. Great. So now that the pop-up's done, we can head back over to the tab and we can make sure that it fired. And as you can see, pop-up view fired. And we are all good. So now that we know that it's working, you have two options. You can just leave it as the event. When you head over to here in real time, you actually should see the event data pop up. You'll see it there. If you want to turn this into an actual conversion, which I wouldn't normally do unless it was a form success, then you just go in and you make a goal that matches the same event parameters that you filled out. So like I said, this isn't the only way to do it. There's quite a few different ways that you can do it. This is just the fastest way to do it, especially when you don't have access to the back end of the site. I hope this was helpful. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out.